teams in the country, and I felt like we got good push on the offensive line. But we found out that we needed to work on a lot of things too. Working our way to the second level, but I thought that we know where we stand as a team, and I think we were kind of waiting around to see if we could play with them, and now we know that we can play with teams like that. And as a program, we needed to, if we want to, keep getting big games as an independent team or wherever in the conference, if we do in the future, I think that we need to start winning games like that and coming in confident right away instead of just talking about it.
Did they bring a lot of guys into the middle? Did they really put a lot of, because just watching it, there seemed like they were kind of stacking things up, trying to stop Taysom and stop the run.
Yeah, they were definitely trying to stop Taysom. Number 44, I forget his name, but he's a stud linebacker.
He's good.
And he's a great player, and I think he led that defense that game, and I think that was his best game of the year as a middle linebacker. And he was coming from everywhere, and he was scraping hard. He was bringing good pressure on the blitz, but I got a lot of respect for that guy and their defensive front. It was a good game, but we know we can do better for next game.
Coach Tuja always says it starts with the O-line. The offense maybe didn't get going as quickly as you guys would have wanted to, so I'm sure he's brought that up. But Bronco came out on Monday and said he actually thought you guys did a pretty good job overall.
Yeah.
What did it mean to have the head coach, giving you a vote of confidence, even though maybe it wasn't the best game you'd had?
I think it shows that he's starting to believe in us. Some people believe that the O-line has been down for a couple of years, and it's nice to have the head coach give us some props. But we know as a unit that we can do better, and that's what's good about it. Is the coach is saying that we played pretty good, but we weren't satisfied with it as a unit. So I think that we have a lot to improve on, and we're just going to keep getting better.
You go from a real big team to a team that maybe isn't as athletic. I'd say put it right out there. Just not going to be as athletic. What do you really want to do in this particular game? They still got athletes, but it's just probably not going to be the same caliber.
We're just gonna go out there, and we're not going to do anything different. We're just going to play BYU football, go fast, go hard, and have a hard edge, and we're going to continue to play hard, and we're just going to try to get better and play a great game, and have it lead into Notre Dame week, and that's what we're planning on doing, gaining momentum after a loss.
I talked to DeAndre yesterday and asked him a little bit because Wisconsin's known for their old line.
Yeah.
That's one of the things, big guys, that, really, their scheme's very different. But I was asking him, and I wondered the same thing for you. Do you ever look at what they do and how they handle, their assignments at all? Do you ever look at what another O-line does and see what you can pick up there? Or is it basically, just trying to scheme for, opposing defenses?
When we're not as a group talking as an O-line, I kind of like to watch it a little bit. I kind of felt Wisconsin was a little bit slower that game, just trying to keep our offense off the field. But their O-line was big, and they did a good job of just not doing anything special, just staying in front of our playmakers and trying to seal them off. But it wasn't too fun to watch. But that's Wisconsin ball. They just like to pound the ball.
Their defensive line. Talk about how does the defensive line stack up in comparison to previous talent that you played against?
I think the best D-line that I've faced so far was definitely Texas and Utah. Utah State was a pretty good D-line too, but their D-line was good. They were old. They had a lot of redshirt seniors, but they seemed very experienced, and they were pretty aggressive. I thought those were the best linebackers we've gone against all year. So I think that their linebacker corps really carried the team and had a lot of leadership with number 44. He was a stud.
Yeah, Chris Borna. In regards to seniors, this is going to be your first senior game here at BYU. Yeah. You've got quite a few years before you actually have to experience that. But talk about this weekend, maybe what it means to you to play for your seniors.
I wanna give them a win. Won their last game. It's going to be my last home game as a freshman too. So I just want to go out on a good note in LaVell Stadium as a freshman, and I just want to get a W. I want to win, and I want to try to just score a lot and have a lot of yards as offense.
Yeah, getting a little sentimental as a freshman, your last freshman year. Hey, I mean, that just shows the passion that you have for the game, right, and the love that you have for being here at BYU.
Yeah. I love the game of football, and I love playing for my teammates at BYU. It's always fun. It's gonna be fun playing for guys on the senior night like Kyle and Cody. I've gotten a good relationship with them, and Ethan and Manaki. I've really gotten a good relationship with those two too. So it's gonna be a good game.
What's the deal? What's the offense line gonna look like when those guys leave?
We're just gonna keep working, and people are gonna come in off their missions, and we're gonna have some new guys up front from 2014 recruiting class. So we're just gonna keep working, keep getting bigger, stronger, and faster, and maintain everything that we've had from this year, and just improve on it, build on it.
You touched on this kind of, but just along the lines of you only get so many games over there during your playing career. You're only going to get so many games. Does a senior game just kind of remind you, hey, I got to enjoy every single one I got because I'm only getting 24 or whatever total, barring injury or whatever.
I just anytime I go out on the football field, I try to enjoy it, and play the same. But it's Lavelle Edwards has a lot of history in it, and I like playing at Lavelle. I wish it was a little louder, but I like playing at Lavelle. Our stadium's got a lot of history and tradition, and that the sign on the field, the tradition, spirit, honor, and on the stadium and stuff is really true with BYU, and that's what we try to bring every time we go in that stadium. We try to set a presence that we're going to keep that tradition going.